What's up everyone, welcome to the channel. Black Prior is finally here. I know there's going to be a lot of people playing him. I'm excited, I'm going to be playing him. We don't want people hopping into 1v1s with the new hero and getting handled because they don't know which buttons do which attacks. We don't want that kind of confusion, okay? So I put together a little Black Prior guide, going over his movesets, his max punishes, strategies, just to give y'all a little something to look at before you get ready to rock and roll and go handle that business. My bad, I thought somebody ran up on us. I was finna have to handle him, but we're good, we're good. Thankfully, I was able to play Black Prior early, spend a good bit of time with him. Before we start, I gotta shout out my buddy Flicks. He helped me a lot with the guide. He's a competitive For Honor player, streams a lot on Twitch. Y'all go check him out. I'm gonna put a link to his Twitch in the description. Without further ado,
let's get to the tips.
Alright, so we got a little baby Orochi bot in here to help us out. First, I'm gonna go over the light attacks. 500 milliseconds, starter light, 15 damage. Couple different things you can do from it. You can follow up with a second light, does 20 damage. Follow up with a shield bash. It's not guaranteed, but it's hard to dodge. And if the shield bash does land, that guarantees you 20 damage. Or you can follow it up with an undodgeable heavy. Get him with it. You ain't ready for it. Undodgeable heavy does 40 damage. He also has crush and counter lights, which guarantees you a shield bash, which guarantees you another light. So you get an overall punish of 40 damage from a crush and counter. As far as his heavies, they're pretty slow. They're strong though. Starter side heavies do 30 damage. His starter top heavy does 35. Now his follow-up heavies, those are 40 across the board, whichever direction you use. Similar to Conquer, he can soft feint his heavy into a shield bash, but he can't do this on the undodgeable heavy, just the regular heavy. Thankfully, unlike Conquer, he does have regular feints. He also does have a forward dodge heavy attack, which has variable timing. You see the variable timing window. It's pretty large. One thing about the forward dodge heavy is you can't feint it. But this just offers another mix-up option. Because you could do that or that. Alright, and for a shield bash, doesn't have any side bashes. So he's just got the forward shield bash. Now, it's variable time just like Conqueror's, and it's got the potential to be fast. Gives you that guaranteed 20 damage light. Good thing about a shield bash is it's not guard break vulnerable unless you delay it to the max. So, if they dodge that, try to guard break you, you're going to take it every time. Only time that they can get a guard break on you from shield bash is if you delay it to that length. If they were to dodge that, then they could get the guard break on you. I haven't tested it out on Raider to see how his dodge guard break would affect it. One thing about the forward dodge heavy is you can't feint it. Now, alright, one thing you've got to be careful about in your dodge game is, you know how most static guard characters, whenever they dodge, their guard stays in whichever direction they're dodging in. But with the Vortiger, just like Conqueror, whichever direction you dodge in, your guard sets to that direction. If I dodge left, guard goes left. Dodge right, guard goes right. So what that means is, basically when you're dodging, if your opponent has fast light attacks, and they know this, then whenever you dodge, they know exactly what direction you're blocking in. So if they've got a fast enough attack, they can hit you. So be careful with the dodge mix-ups. His zone attack is pretty nice. 600 millisecond bash, it's got some pretty good tracking on it. Really wide AoE. And gives you a follow-up light. Even if they dodge the zone, you can still follow it up with a light. Alright, the bulwark stance. I think his kit is kind of centered around the bulwark stance. His all guard. It's really fast to get into and exit. Doesn't take long. He's got two moves he can do from this. He can do the bulwark slash, which is an unblockable that you can feint. Then he also has bulwark counter, this, which is the counter move that counters everything in the game except guard break. It's pretty fast too. You can almost do it to reaction on 500 millisecond attacks. It's pretty wild actually. You got to be careful not to stay into the stance too long because you are guard break vulnerable and they can get you. They will catch you slipping if you're chilling in here. So don't do that. The bulwark stance can offer a lot of mind games just because fake your opponent into parrying or dodging, see what they're going to do. Or if they throw an attack, you're ready with the bulwark counter. This move is incredible. This move is awesome. Game changing. 30 damage. It's a 30 damage move. It's fast. Another thing you can do with Bulwark Stance. You can cancel the recovery frames from blocked attacks by going into Bulwark Stance. Another thing you can do with the Bulwark Stance. You can cancel the recovery frames from blocked attacks by going into Bulwark Stance. Like watch this, I'll throw a heavy at this feller. Boom, we're in the Bulwark. As soon as I throw the heavy, I'm holding down on my analog stick and he's in there. So I'm ready for whatever, you know what I'm saying? You can't really do it with blocked lights. You can do it if you land a light though. Boom, we're in there. And what's crazy about it, you can even punish certain characters' deflects. Check it out. What? Is that not crazy or what? Now you can't do that with every assassin, but you can do it against Orochi, Peacekeeper, Shaolin, and Nusha. Alright, now I'll go over the Parry Punishes. So for the heavy parry, you have two options. You could get a guaranteed light attack, which grants you 15 damage, and then you have a chance at getting the shield bash afterwards, like this. But they can dodge that shield bash. And if they dodge the shield bash, then you only get 15 damage. You also get a guaranteed shield bash. If you hit the shield bash first, then the light, you get a guaranteed 20 damage. So which means you could either take your chances and go for the potential 35 damage or guaranteed 20 damage. If you have the opportunity for a heavy parry, you might as well try the crushing counter because that's guaranteed 40 damage. 20 and 20. That time the shield bash is guaranteed. And with a light parry, you get a heavy. Which and then you can follow it up with whatever you want. Alright, now I'll go over out of stamina punishes. So for the out of stamina parry punish is going to be side heavy, side heavy. Out of stamina guard break punish is going to be side light heavy. Side throw, side light, side heavy. That's his out of stamina guard break. Out of stamina parry. And that's the out of stamina parry punish. The Bulwark slash mix up is going to be some of the best ways to apply out of stamina pressure because the timing is so strict on the dodge. And you can feint it to a guard break pretty quickly. So anytime I get my opponent out of stamina, I'm immediately going to the Bulwark stance mix up. I think he gets top heavy on wall splat. There's a lot you can do with the Vortiger. He's a good character. He's got a really solid kit. The main thing that I'd be trying to go for is crushing counters. Any opportunity you get for a crushing counter, take it, because that's pretty much 40 damage from a heavy parry. I feel like there's a lot the Vortiger can do. He's a monster, a savage, a beast. One thing that I like to do in the earlier rounds of the fights, test out the Bulwark stance, see how my opponent reacts to it, see do they want to come in for a guard break, they want to keep their distance and feint attacks, just to see if I can read a pattern from them. The faster you can see a pattern from your opponent, the better. Remember, side heavy, 70 damage punish. Well, that's the Black Prior. He's a beast, a monster. I feel like he is going to be a great character. Even I'm a little worried about console, the shield bash if it's too fast, and the feats, boy. Them feats, boy. I feel like he's a really good character, and at the same time, I feel like he's not super complex. I feel like if you put in, a few hours with him, you can have a decent idea of how to use his kit and be efficient with him. Let me know if you want me to make a more advanced guide on the Black Prior after I've spent a lot more time with him, or maybe guides whenever the new characters drop later on this year. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope you found it helpful. If you did, a like rating would be much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so you never miss a live stream or an upload. Links to the merch, Patreon, Instagram, Twitter, Discord in the description. Until next time, y'all stay safe, stay awesome. I'm out of here. Peace.
Movete! Movete! Movete!